Hi, welcome to the program I Can Think. This program has been developed for 5 to 8-year-olds, and what I've done here is given you a very quick presentation of a few pages out of the program so that you can get an idea of what the program covers and the topics that are inside. I hope you enjoy this sample. If you've got any more inquiries about the program, please visit our website www.thinkbigcreate.com. That's www.thinkbigcreate.com. Thank you. The next page is talking about the introduction, just giving you the topic names so that you know how many topics you have. Each of these topics should take around about 50 minutes to deliver. However, they do vary depending on how long it takes for the children to do the activities, because there's activities for each topic. The next page has examples for what happens on each page. We have at the beginning of each new topic, there is an approximate running time. It may vary depending on the activities and also allowing those activities to run a little bit longer if they need to. So that's in blue and it's usually located at the top right corner for every new topic. Wherever you see a note page symbol, that means that there is either a statement that will be helpful for explaining the concept or something about the activity that you need to know. If you see a big capital A with the word answers next to it, these will give you the answers to any of the questions that you'd be asking the students. If you see any pink writing, then that's generally recommended music or videos for that particular topic, and the name of the artist and the name of the song. And if there is a slide that's correlating to that specific topic, you will see a slide number in very, very pale pink apricot colour, and it will also be in that little column as well, and that represents the slide number for the PowerPoint presentation that you can use while you're delivering the course. The next section is beginning with the first topic. So we have being a better me. Okay, so this topic covers the concept of wanting to be a better something. Now, this can be anything. For a 5 to 8-year-old, it can be just simply wanting to be better at drawing, or they might want to be better at some sort of sporting activity. As they get older, they have more defined goals, but at this age, it's fairly basic. So keep the language positive when talking about things that are not good. It's okay to be good at something, and it's okay not to be good at something. We don't want to be judgmental with these children. We just want to keep everything as positive as we can. Okay, the next page starts with an activity called Hero Drawing. This activity will help the children start to dream about their favourite hero and perhaps start to even think about the hero that they would like to become. There's another activity on this section also called One Wish, and this activity allows the children to dream bigger than they have before about what they want for their one wish. And we don't want them to have any barriers, ifs or buts with this wish. Just one wish that they truly want, and it can be completely way out there. So if you can, and then you may be able to use the outcome of this one wish when they're looking at creating their own goal later in the program. Changing our habits. The next activity is about good and not so good habits. Now, we've used the language here not so good because we don't really want to use the word bad. When you say bad, even though it is an acceptable word, it does often represent that the child is bad or is behaving badly. And even though they may have a habit that isn't serving them, they are actually not bad people for having this habit. So we want to try and refrain from using the word bad if we can and get to using good and not so good habits. So with this activity, they will have an understanding that we have got habits that are going on, particularly things that are going on in our head that are good and some that are not so good. The next activity and the next thing is called about being grateful. This activity encourages children to look at their own life and see the many things that they already have in their life that are good, and it keeps them looking for the positive aspects in their life. There is one thing that I learned in my training, and that is the law of polarity. We have, if you can imagine a time or a line, and you have all the negative on one side and all the positive on the other. And I was taught that regardless of what's going on in your life, You have just as much positive as you have negative, and it just depends on which way you're looking. So if everything looks very negative to you right now, if you turn around and look the other way and start looking for the positive things, you'll find that you have equal amount of positive in your life. What matters is where we put our focus. The frog story is a lovely story about a group of frogs who are trying to reach to the top of a tower. And as they're going through the village, there's people on the side of the roads that are constantly saying, oh, you're not going to make it, you're just frogs, you're not fast enough, you're not tall enough, you're not big enough, all the negative activity that they could give out. And as they're going up the hill, one by one, each frog drops off and he is too tired or can't make it. And one frog gets to the end of the hill and up to the top of the tower. And when they get to him and they ask him, how did you make it when all the other frogs didn't make it? They found out that he was actually deaf. And so the moral of this story is to understand that the other people's opinions and all the negative information that's coming to you from the outside does actually have an effect on your outcome. And that if you can stay positive and just keep focused on what you're going to do, you will achieve what you want. So by being deaf, it was actually a very positive thing for this frog.